In this video I'm going to show you guys how to make a Wicher-Class destroyer which was used by the Polish Navy during World War II in Minecraft. Now if you guys are new to the channel at all, we're here to help you build bigger and also build better. So if that's something you're interested in, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Also guys, if you want more videos like this one, I've got tons on the channel and I'll leave a link in the card above as well as in the description to a full playlist that you can check out. Anyway, let's get into the tutorial. Alright then guys, so here we are on my flat tutorial world. Here is the Wicher-Class destroyer. So in terms of its dimensions, it is 107 blocks long, it is 13 blocks wide, and it is 30 blocks high. In terms of, building this one underneath the water, we'll go through that quickly. I actually had mine where it was on the black layer. So what does that mean? Well, if you had a block right next to your water layer, you're going to be 1, 2, and then 3 blocks. And then this right here is layer number 1 for you, okay? But if you wanted to do it slightly differently, you wanted to have it more under the water, you could do. But it is very kind of like shallow. It doesn't have, not a lot of it's underneath the water with this one. So there we go. That's what we end up getting. But yeah, that's pretty much it really. There's not really too much to go through. If you do want to build a nice big rectangle for this one to fit it in a perfect space, you can do. Again, 107 by 13 blocks. We will be starting from the front of this one if you're building it into any sort of area, but that will then help you kind of get it into a good spot. So you can kind of see right here where the blocks are from the front. There we go. So you're going to have like 7 blocks from the front part there. That's not right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 blocks from the front right there. And then if you were right at the top part of it, you can see that that last block hits into the front of the ship. Okay, right. And in terms of the back as well, for you guys that are going to be fitting it into any sort of tight spaces, this one's pretty much flush against the back, to be fair. There's not really any space from the rudder. And then you've also got the good old, what are they called? Propellers. There we go. So we get that there. Anyway guys, let's get into layer number 1. Alright then, so for layer number 1, what you're going to need to get started with this is going to be a red nether brick slab. You can also use mangrove now as well. It's totally up to you guys what you prefer. Actually, we might even use mangrove on this one, tell you what, because that is a block since me building this one that's come in, and that might look a little bit better than everything else. It might not. We'll see how it looks. But you could use red nether brick or you can use mangrove. Or if we've got a future more red block that fits in well with the red concrete, then go with that. But you need a slab and a stair and also a block of something. You could do the whole thing in that red if you wanted to. I just like I really like the red concrete. You're also going to need waxed cut copper stairs for your propeller. And that's kind of going to get it started. I'm going to use orange concrete in order to use the kind of guide blocks if there's any at all that we need. But the first one is going to be from the middle of your rectangle. If you built one, you're going to be a total of 5 blocks back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. Now with your slab, what you're going to do is you're going to have one upper slab right on the back of that block. Then switching over to your red concrete, we're going to have 2 blocks behind this, 1 and 2. Then we're going to go diagonal, and we're going to have 2 mangrove slabs going back. So just diagonal from that, 2 mangrove slabs, like that. Behind this is going to be 6 blocks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We're then going to go out again diagonal, and we're going to have 2 slabs, so 1 and 2 right there, like that. And this time it's going to have 7 blocks behind, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now what we're going to do is we are going to have, we're going to go out again, and we're going to have a total of 6 blocks, not 6 blocks, 6 slabs. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And there's going to be 3 blocks on the back of this, 1, 2, and 3. Going to go out again with our slabs, and we're going to have 4 of these, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we're going to have 5 blocks behind, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then what we're going to do is we're going to go out with 23 slabs, okay? So quite a long run. This is right on the side of the ship here, you can see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, like that, okay? So that's what you end up getting right there. So just to go through that again, because you guys are going to have to duplicate on the other side. You're going to have 1 slab, 2 blocks, 2 slabs, 6 blocks, 2 slabs, 7 blocks, then 6 slabs, 3 blocks, 4 slabs, and 5 blocks. Then 23 blocks going all the way back like that. Now what we're going to do from here is we're going to move inwards, and with our red concrete block, we are going to have 4 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, and 4 from there. Again, diagonal just off of it. We're now going to have 6 slabs on the back of this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And they are just connected onto it because we're just doing an opposite way around of what we're doing at the front now, okay? So we've got those 6 blocks there. What we're going to do is we're going to have a slab joining onto the inner part of it, so just on the inside here. And including this one, in total it is going to be 10 slabs. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, like that. Join one on the side again, okay? And then including this one, we're going to have 9 slabs. So you've already got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And then what we're going to do is we're going to move in again with our red concrete. And we're going to have 4 blocks, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then you're going to add 2 slabs onto the end of that one, 1 and 2. Then we're going to move in once more. We're going to have 1 block. And we're going to have 1 slab on the end of that one, okay? So that's what we end up getting there. Then what we're going to do, guys, is grab your kind of like marker block or whatever you want to use it. We're going to have 2 blocks right on the end of that one. Then we're going to leave a block, go to the next block, leave a block, go to the next block, okay? And then with your waxed cut copper stair, we're going to have this upside down facing towards that block, okay? So that's what we're going to have that there, like that. And then what we're going to do, with your red concrete block now, okay? So we've got those 2 blocks right there. Leave this block, go to the next one and have your red concrete block. Then with your red stair, your mangrove stair, or your red nether brick, we're going to have an upside down stair here. And an upside down stair there like that. So you've got 2 blocks, stair there, block, stair there. You should have 1 block before the end if you're using the whole thing like that. Now the only thing to do then is to use your red concrete. And you're going to just drag this all the way back. So all the way to the front. So it's not really to the back, it's to the front. But you can see, you know, quite a good size ship, this one. I think anyway. It's pretty good. So there we go, drag that all the way up to here. And the same on the other side as well. Drag that all the way back now. And you'll just fill this whole thing in because you've done the kind of rest of the stuff. But there we go, guys. So do that. And then what I want you guys to do is duplicate the same on the other side as well. So what you might find easier is either rewatching the video and following it, or you just have a look at the other side and you kind of just follow the line here and then you go, oh, I go out, okay, with 2, okay, that's cool. And sometimes what I do is I'll fill these in as I go, but that's the kind of thing that you'll be doing all the way through this tutorial is filling it up and duplicating it on the other side. If you've got something like World Edit, then of course you can copy the whole ship and flip it and paste it, and it makes it a lot easier. But there we go, guys. Let's get on to the next one. And now for layer number 2, what we're going to do is grab yourself your mangrove stair or red nether brick stair, and from the front of here we're going to have an upside down stair, so that's going to be 1 forwards from the last one. We're then going to have 1 red concrete block behind it. Then the next block is going to be an upside down stair, but it's going to be out by 1, so you're going to need to build yourself a little way up like this. So you will have a gap. We'll fill that in a little bit later, okay? So that's what you're going to have right there. Behind this, we're now going to have a total of 6 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then what we're going to do is we're going to go out with 1 slab. So this is going to be similar to what we did down the bottom there. Just diagonal from that block, go out, you're going to have 1 slab like that. There's going to be 6 blocks behind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We're now going to go out and have 2 slabs. So 1 and 2 slabs there, with 5 blocks behind, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Go out again, and you're going to have 2 slabs, 1, 2, again, just diagonal from that, and you're going to have 7 blocks behind, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Going to go out yet again, and we're going to have 4 slabs, so 1, 2, 3, and 4. And now you're going to have 33 blocks. Really long run, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33 blocks in total. On the end of this one, we're going to have 6 slabs. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then what we're going to do is we're going to move in. And we're going to have 4 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And again, diagonal from that one. You'll notice this nice big gap here. We will fill that in, of course, in a second. So yeah, 4 blocks right there. There's then going to be 5 slabs on the end. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then what we're going to do is we're going to move in, and we are going to have 2 blocks, 1 and 2. Then we're going to have 3 blocks on the end, 1, 2, and 3. Going to move in, and we're going to have 1 block. Then we're going to have 4 slabs, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then we're going to move in, and we're going to have 2 blocks, 1 and 2. And then finally, we're going to have 4 blocks here, okay? 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I'll bring you just over the upside down stair. If you get there, you have done things correctly, okay? Right on the back of this rudder, we're going to have a slab. And then we're going to have a stair going back this way. So that's what you end up getting, okay? Just like that. What we're now going to do is we're just going to fill in these little gaps here, okay? So just fill those up with your blocks. You can, of course, if you want to, guys, use slabs on the inside for the slab parts of it, but I find that with warships, the interiors are usually quite big, so you don't really need to worry about that too much. Now, before we finish up this layer, we need to go right to the back here. So where we had put in this stair before for the rudder, we're going to need a waxed copper block. Put that on top and have 1 block coming towards the back. Then on the outside part of it, we're going to have an upside down stair right on there, like that. And on the inside, we're going to have a normal stair like that. And then we're going to have a stair going that way. So you end up getting this nice kind of pattern going on there like that, okay? So I'm just going to do the same on the other side for you guys. So right on the outside part of it, have an upside down stair like that. On the inside, have a normal stair. And then you're going to do the opposite of wherever that one's sticking up. So this one here goes towards the inside like that. You can, of course, delete your... Whoops, don't delete normal blocks, but delete your guide blocks. That's why I use orange concrete, because it really does make it quite... well, it's quite good to get rid of those. You're now going to need to grab yourself grey concrete and also cobblestone slab as well, okay? So first off, with your red concrete, you're going to have a red concrete block behind the copper block. So I don't know why we've even got a copper block in the middle, but who knows? It's got to be accurate, obviously. We're now going to have 4 blocks of your grey concrete, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then with your cobblestone slab, you can have 3 of those going back, 1, 2, and 3. That is all part of the propeller shaft that will then go inside, okay? So, you know, on this one, you get 1 there, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, of course. That will then join all up onto the other side. And then the only final bit we need to do is grab yourself a slab, and where we've got that red concrete block, that's where we're going to have a slab going inwards to then connect it to the main hull part of it here, like that, okay? But that is it, guys, for layer number 2. So pause the video, flip it all the way over, and I'll see you on the next one. For layer number 3 now, we are going to need a blackstone slab, blackstone stair, and also black concrete block is what I ended up using. You could have also use some of the other blocks that we've got, such as like blackstone, polished blackstone, or even the blackstone brick, or you could even use the deep slate, but I find the deep slate's a little bit too dark grey for this. But up to you guys what you want to do. So with your black concrete block, that's going to be 1 directly on top of the last layer. The next bit is going to be out, and we're going to have an upside down blackstone stair right there like that, and there's going to be 5 blocks behind it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then what we're going to do is we're going to be diagonal from this one, and we're going to have a blackstone slab. So we do the same kind of things we've been doing all the time, just in black now, okay? So we get a slab there. We're going to have 4 blocks behind, 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're then going to be out, and we're going to have 2 blackstone slabs, so 1 and 2. And this time it's going to have 5 blocks behind, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then what we're going to do is we're going to have another 2 coming out, 1 and 2. This time with 6 blocks behind, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then we're going to go out again with 2 slabs, that is, 1, 2. And we're now going to have 48 blocks behind. So we're starting to get into the long runs that we get with these kind of ships. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48. Okay? So 2 blocks over that slab. I don't know why I don't write it down like that. But anyway, we're going to have 3 slabs on the back of this. 1, 2, and 3. Then we're going to move inwards, and we're going to have 7 blocks. Okay, so again, diagonals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 3 slabs on the back. 1, 2, and 3. Then we're going to move in again. We're going to have 3 blocks. 1, 2, and 3. Then we're going to have 3 slabs on the back of that. 1, 2, and 3. Hitting into the propeller there. But that's fine, that's normal. And then what you're going to do is we're going to have 1 block, then 2 slabs, okay? So 2 slabs in there. Then we're going to have 1 block, 1 block with a slab on the end, and 1 more block. And finally, we're going to have a slab on the end, which will bring you in line with the back. Now, I've only just realised that the propeller is actually blocked by that slab right there. Up to you guys if you want to change it or not. I'm just going to leave mine since that's how it is. But what we're going to do now is with your black concrete is just fill that in the back. I can't believe that. Usually I'm quite good with these things, but it's only when you actually do, dissect it for a tutorial that you end up forgetting little bits like that. Nobody's going to know it's underwater. So anyway, black concrete blocks go in to fill up the gaps. Do the same on the other side, guys, and then we're on to the light grey layer. How exciting is that? So it hasn't taken us too long to get there. On to layer number 4, we're now on to the light grey layer. So what you're going to need, guys, is a stone slab, stone stairs, and also light grey concrete. Now, you could, of course, do the whole thing in stone if you want to. I've seen quite a few warships that way. I actually still quite like the light grey concrete. It's just got, I don't know, something different than the grey. I don't know what it is, some sort of colour. Who knows? But yeah, up to you guys what you want to do. Right, so what we're going to do is with the stair, we're going to be forwards by 1, just 1 block on the side there. Then the next one, we're going to have an upside down stair right next to that, so I have a little gap. Whoops, don't destroy the block. Have a little gap there. We're going to have 4 of your blocks behind it with your light grey concrete, so 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're then going to be out with 1 slab, so again, diagonal like we've been doing before, with 4 blocks behind, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then we're going to be out with 1 slab, like this. Then we're going to have 4 blocks behind, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then we're going to have 2 slabs now, so 2 slabs there. And we're going to have 7 blocks behind, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Then we're going to have 2 slabs, 1 and 2, and now we're going to have 58 blocks, okay? So to make this a little bit easier, I'm going to use World Edit to count it, and I'll show you guys how many it's over. Okay, so it's going to be on top of the last layer, we know that, and it'll be over by a couple blocks. Let's see how many over it is. So we're on top of those slabs now. That's 54, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're on to our 58th block, so just 4 blocks past the slabs, okay? Nice and easy. Add 2 slabs in, 1 and 2, like that. Then we're going to move inside now, okay? And we're going to have 8 blocks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And I'm going to have a slab on the end of that one there, like that. Moving in, we're going to have 3 blocks now, so 1, 2, and 3, like that. And this time we're going to have an upside down stair on the end of this one. Move in with 1 block, then have an upside down stair as well. Then what we're going to do is we're going to have another block on the end here and an upside down stone stair. And then finally we're going to have a light grey block directly on top of the black stone slab like that. Then just with your light grey concrete, just fill in those gaps that we've got. We've not got as many anymore. As you go up, higher up you go, the less you have to do, which I always quite like. It's always that first layer, which is always difficult, but once you get it, everything goes and fits. So flip that onto the other side, and we'll get on to the next one. For layer number 5, we're going to come to the front, and we're going to place a light grey concrete block directly on top of the last layer. Now, this one is going to have an upside down stair on the side of that block. Okay, so this is where we're starting to kind of like flatten out a little bit at the front. So this is what usually starts to happen. So with that stair, you're going to have 3 blocks behind, 1, 2, and 3. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go out with 1 slab. So 1 slab comes out, just diagonal like it usually does. And then we're going to have 4 blocks behind, 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're going to have another slab. And this time it's going to have 3 blocks behind, 1, 2, and 3. Another slab coming out. Then we're going to have 8 blocks behind. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Then we're going to have 2 slabs, 1 and 2. And now 65 blocks. So you know what I'm going to do, guys. I'm just going to tell you how many blocks passed. It's going to be much easier to do that. All right, so we're going to drag this block all the way on top of the last layer. It's almost always on top of the last layer, unless the hole's a little bit weird. But with these older ones, like World War II kind of ones, it's always going to be this way. So what we're going to have there is 63 blocks, and we need a total of 65. So add 2 onto that. Okay, so 2 plus that one. Then we're going to have 1 slab on the end of that one. Then we're going to move inwards, and we're going to have 6 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, which brings you directly on top of the last layer. Then we're going to have an upside down stair. So upside down stair on the end of that one there. Then we're going to move in with 2 blocks. 1 and... Oh no, sorry, that's not quite right. We're going to have a slab on the end first, right? So this is a bit weird one. So we've got a stair there. Then we're going to have a slab on the end of that one. Then we're going to move in and have 2 blocks. 1 and 2. Then we're going to have an upside down stair on the back of this one. Okay, then we're going to have 1 block, and then an upside down stair on that one, and then we're going to have a block on the end here, and it's actually going to be going across the back as well, like that. Okay, we can fill in this bit here, like that, and before we go too far, we're going to need to grab ourselves an iron trapdoor. So there's this little bit on the side here, you can see it here. We've got quite a few trapdoors to put in, so we're going to put that in, and it's all part of this little section that nearly confused me. So the first iron trapdoor is going to be on the side where we've got the stone stair, right on the side of that. The next one is going to be diagonal from the slab that you've got, and then we're going to have another one diagonal from that, but going towards the ship. So that's the kind of pattern that you end up with, that little thing going on there. Then, of course, with your light grey concrete now, fly to the front of the ship, put in a couple blocks here and there, try and put them in the right place, unlike me. And then duplicate that onto the other side, and we'll get onto the next one. For layer number 6, grab yourself your stone stair and have an upside down stone stair coming forwards from your last block. We're then going to have 2 blocks, okay? So just 2 blocks directly on top of the last layer, on top of that stair, and then going back. Then from here, we're going to have a slab, just 1 slab with 4 blocks behind it. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Go out again with 1 slab and now have 3 blocks behind. 1, 2, and 3. Another slab, and 7 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Then we're going to have 2 slabs now, and we're going to have a total of 69 blocks, but you don't need to count those out because it's directly on top of the last layer, and you don't have to do anything else. So this is nice and easy. If you guys have done these before, you'll notice that it starts to... I always find that these get more and more enjoyable, more relaxed as you go through the tutorial until we go on to the actual details. But there we go, get that on top. That'll be your 69 blocks. Add an upside down stair on the end of that one, so upside down stair there, like that. Then moving inwards, we're going to have a total of 6 blocks, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then right here, we're going to have an not an upside down, a normal slab, so lower slab. Okay, that's going to be there. Diagonal from that, we're going to have 3 blocks, 1, 2, and 3. That should be directly on top of the last layer, which is that stair. Then we're going to have a 2, which is directly on top, and then 3 across the back, like that. Now, of course, you can then fill in, your gaps and all that kind of stuff, and we'll do the front in a little bit. But what we're going to do for this little section right here is grab yourself your iron trapdoor. We're going to have an iron trapdoor just on the next layer, just on top of those 2, like that. So you get this nice looking pattern. I quite like that, how that turned out, actually. So then, of course, the only other thing you need to do is fill in those gaps that you've got at the front now. There's only a few. So there we go, that's all done. Duplicate it on the other side, and we'll see you on the next one. On to layer number 7, what we're going to do is we're going to be forwards by 1 with an upside down stair to start us off. We're then going to have a stair upside down right on the next bit, going back just by 1 like that. This is going to have 1 block behind it. Then what we're going to do is we're going to have an upside down stair next. So there we go, get there. Eventually we'll get an upside down stair, so you get that slab, then you get the upside down stair like that, with 3 blocks behind it, 1, 2, and 3. Then we're going to have a slab, going at a diagonal from that one, with 3 blocks behind, 1, 2, and 3. Then we're going to have a slab again, 1 slab there, with 6 blocks behind, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then we're going to have 2 slabs, 1 and 2, with 73 blocks behind. We're not going to count it, it should be directly on top of the last layer. So just drag this all the way back. This is where the ship really flattens out, especially around the back part of it. It's really only the front that gets the nice shape after this. So here we go, keep on dragging this. And eventually we'll get to the point where you're on top of the slab. And look at that, 73 blocks on top of that stair. That's all looking good. Now what we're going to do is we're going to move inwards. We're going to have 6 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, which is directly on top. Then a 4, then a 2, and then a 3 going across the back. Look at that. How good is that? So what we're going to do now is I'm actually going to do the other side with you guys, only because we need to do some more stuff. And we kind of need the rest of it to do it. So first we're going to have that upside down stair, and we're going to have 1 block behind. Then what we're going to do is we're going to have an upside down stair again, and this stair is going to have a total of 3 blocks behind. 1, 2, 3. Now you'll notice I'm filling in the gaps at the same time, so feel free to do that. We're then going to have a slab coming out, and we're going to have 3 blocks behind that. 1, 2, and 3. Then we're going to have another slab coming out as well, and that is going to have 6 blocks behind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then what we're going to do is we're going to have a total of 2 slabs, and then there's the 73 blocks. So I have just filled that all in. If you get stuck, rewatch the same part of this video, or of course you can flip it with World Edit, or you can have a look at what you've done before, but then this is all going to be on top, alright? So build this all on top. There we go. So that's where we get to. Okay. Next bit we're going to do is we're going to need cyan, terracotta, and also grey concrete. So I use the grey concrete for the darker parts around here, and the cyan terracotta for the main deck. Up to you guys if you want to do the same. But I'm guessing you do, and then you can always tweak it later. So we've got the kind of widest point of the ship right at the back here. We're going to have 2 blocks of your cyan terracotta. Then what we're going to do is we're going to have 5 of your grey concrete. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then you get your 2 of your cyan terracotta. That will give you a nice start. Then what we're going to do is we're going to have 3 right at the front part right here. And then on the back, or going towards the front of the ship even, add another 2 blocks all the way through your 5, and then add another 3 across, like that. So you'll get this nice little kind of 3 by 3 circle kind of thing. I know it's not 3 by 3, but it's a 3-3 circle. Then the rest of this is going to be your terracotta. Now it's up to you guys if you want to continue this deck on. I'll show you why that is, because it's quite small. But you should be able to get into another deck from here, really. But like I say, like if you had the block down here, you're only going to have a 1 block deck between this one and the next one. So what I would advise, God, I'm getting stuck now. What I would actually say to do is just to bring it right up to this point, rather than doing the full thing underneath it, because you won't be able to use that space, apart from, you know, where you've got these bits here. So instead you probably end up dropping it and then figuring it out from there. So what we're going to be is from 20 blocks back from your longest part and just counting the full blocks, not the slab. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20, okay? Go to 21, and 21 is where your block is going to be. So there's 20 blocks of no cyan terracotta, and then we can just drag that across like this. And for me, I'm going to use World Edit to fill this in. I'm just going to do a good old... Well, hopefully it's got the permission, the position. Apparently not. Oh yeah, it's because it would have already had that. But replace 0 with cyan terracotta. There we go. So we can then fill that in. So then you can fill that whole thing in like that. And then also, of course, fill up the back with your terracotta. But what you'll find now is the next few layers are going to be quite fast. We're going to get the main ship hull done first, and then we'll get onto the detailing in the next little couple sections. But yep, once you're done with this, well, I'll see you in a sec. On to layer number 8 now. Right on the front here, guys, with a light grey concrete block, place that directly on top of the last layer. Then either side of that, you're going to have an upside down stone piece like that. Add a block behind that one. Then you're going to have an upside down stone stair like this. Behind this, we're going to have 1 block, then a lower stone slab, then a block, okay? So it's a little bit weird, but that's what we're going to have. Then grab yourself an andesite wall. We're going to put in the anchor now, okay? Now it all makes sense. So you're going to go 1, 2, 3 down, then have 1 on the side and 1 on the other side. Now feel free to use the debug stick to remove the bit that joins into this here if you wanted to, but you really don't have to. It's not kind of like, it's not something that you guys have to do whatsoever, okay? Then what we're going to do is we're going to have an upside down stone stair here like that with 2 blocks behind it, 1 and 2. Go out with a slab this time, and then you're going to have a total of 5 blocks, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. go out and have 2 slabs now, okay? So 1, 2, and now you're going to have a total of 23 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So there we go. If you counted this right and you had that 20 block gap, that is where you'll be. We're now going to add a stone stair on the end of this, okay? And then across the back, this bit is just going to be light grey concrete like that, okay? So you're going to have that going all the way back. With the next bit, we're going to grab some iron bars, okay? And these are going to be all the way, there we go, we'll get there eventually, all the way across this now. Whoops. But you're going to have this all the way across the back, okay? So even if I'm missing some, apparently I'm missing quite a few, have this going all the way across to the back. And then when you get to a bit where you need to curl it around, you curl it around, okay? So you just curl it around like this, curl it around like that, curl it around like that, and across the back, and then you go all the way around the sides. Now what you can do if you want to, you can, wherever you've got that, you can add in the light grey instead to kind of like join it all up. It's not what I'm going to do purely because that's not what I did on mine, but that is an option that you guys can do if you want, if you think it looks better. But it's totally up to you guys. So anyway, do the same on the other side and we'll get on to the next one. On to layer number 9 now. Come to the front and we're going to go forwards with an upside down stone stair. We're then going to have a block right on the side here on top of that last upside down stone stair there. Then what we're going to do is we're going to have an upside down stone stair going out. Okay, so that's the next one there like that with 2 blocks behind. So 1 and 2 like that, okay. Then what we're going to do is we are going to have a slab coming out. That'll be over your little anchor space here, like that. So get yourself your slab in there. There we go. Right. And then what we're going to do behind this is we are going to have 2 blocks, 1 and 2. Go out with another slab, and we're going to have 5 blocks, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Another slab, and we're going to have 6 blocks. Oh, no, we're not. We're going to have 26 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and actually we're not even going to count it. It's going to be directly on top of the last layer. We know that. There we go. And then bring this across the back as well, like that. Now, one thing I have noticed when I was having a look at this layer right here, I'm just going to knock out this, is actually I had a little interior part here which gets you into this section. So if you did want a way in, then this is actually a way in. Though, as you can see, the boat kind of gets in the way, but you could always switch this one out for a slab and then be able to duck to get into this section and also into this bit here, okay? So that's kind of up to you guys when we get onto those little boats. But there we go, I better switch that back, otherwise I forget. I'm going to do the same on the other side with you guys, okay? So right here, just have a block in there. Just let that little slab show. So block into there. We're going to have an upside down stone stair. We're going to go 3 blocks behind it. We're just going to do it all in like this. We're going to have a slab on the top there with, it looks like 3 blocks. So 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to have a slab. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 blocks. Then a slab. Then we're going to get that 26 blocks. So we'll just bring this on because we're going to put the deck in for the next section. So there we go. Some of these blocks aren't placing because my internet connection is dying a little bit. So what we're going to do now on the front part of it is we are going to need to grab polished blackstone slab. Okay. And this is going to be for the anchor pieces. This is where we're going to have the chains are going to go down into this section here. Okay. So where that's going to be is where we've got the, there we go, switching around. So we've got a slab there, we've got 3 blocks here. They're going to have the blackstone slab down here, blackstone slab down there like that. And then cyan terracotta is going to be on the front of this one here like that. Now, similar to what we did with the grey concrete, we're going to have the bit around the gun here, okay? So we're going to have from this section here, we're going to have 2 cyan concrete pieces, then 3 blocks, 1, 2, 3. Behind that, we're going to have a 5. Actually, we're going to have 3 sets of 5. It's exactly the same. And then we're going to have 3 on the back there. And then the rest of this, the whole thing, is going to be a cyan terracotta. So then fill that all up for that section. And we'll get on to the next bit. So we're going to get on to layer number 9 now. And what we're going to do first is actually go on to the back, because we've got a banner. And that banner is going to be the Polish flag. So I'll try and remember to send you guys to a nice website where we've got all the flags, but that'll make it really easy. Now for the back of this one, I had 3 dark oak fence pieces, and then I put the flag right on the end there, like that, okay? Now the reason we're doing that is because of course we're going to put one on the front as well. But first we're going to need our stone slabs. So what we're going to do is we're going to be on top of the last layer, and we're going to have 1, 1, 3, and then a 2, okay? 2, so 1, 2, no, 3, even 2. There we go, like that. That's what we're going to have. And then with our iron bars, we're going to have these iron bars wrapping around here, just like we've done before, but we're only going to need to have it just going a little bit at the front for the time being. It does go over the these bits, as you probably have noticed. Right in the front now, add another 2 right to the frontmost one, and then I had the flag floating right at the front, so you could really see it at the front. But you could, of course, have it sideways or anything like that, no problem at all. Now with your iron bars, continue this on, so we're going to have this going all the way around, like this. Well, I say all the way around, not quite, but you'll see why in a sec. There we go, so we get that to go into there. And in fact, I believe we can wrap one around. Yeah, we do. We wrap one around at the back, then the next one, this is where we're going to have the ladder to go to the next, to go up into this section. Could, if you wanted to as well, put in some stairs and like have a stair there, and like knock one back into here would be pretty good. But there we go. Get your iron bars in here like this, and drag this all the way around. There we go, until we all connect in like that there. Okay, so now we're going to get on to the next bit. So for this, what we're going to do is we're going to need polished andesite slabs. Now where we've got the bit that goes into the longest section right here, we're going to have 3 slabs on the side. 1, 2, and then 3, like that. Sorry, that's not right. Right there, okay. I'd gone forwards by 1 by accident. So 1, 2, 3 on the side there. Then we're going to have it going forwards by 1 with an upside, just a normal stair actually. Then a slab. Then in the middle we're going to have an upside down stair like that. Slab, stair there. 3 slabs. Now it does mean that you can't like properly walk around without going over this thing, but you know, it's not too bad. Behind those slabs you can have an anvil, just sideways, okay, like that. And then with the chain, we're just going to bring the chain going, you know, across like this until we hit into this section here, and then it would go down into there, okay? So that's what's going on with this section there. It goes all the way to the front and then goes down like that. But that's it for that layer. And now, guys, what we're going to be doing is moving kind of across the ship, doing section by section, completing these up. So we're going to start at the back, so come right to the back of the ship and grab yourselves a rail. What we're going to do from here is we're going to have 7 rails going towards the front of the ship. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then what I want you to do is add one onto the side here. And this is going to be a total of 4 long. So you've got 1, 2, 3, and 4, like that. Then you're going to move inwards, and we're just going to go past the gun emplacement here for the time being. This will go back a little bit further, but this will do. So do the same on the other side. Now that's the other thing we're going to be doing on this as well, is we will be getting, or going, you know, across the whole thing. So let's go to there, okay? So that's what we're going to do for the time being. Grab yourself an anvil as well, and we're going to place an anvil just on the second straight one that we've got here. So anvil there, and anvil there, like that. Now grab yourself a stone slab, stair, and also a block, dark oak fence gate, polished andesite slab, and an iron trapdoor. We're going to put in the first of the, I think there's 4 guns on this one. First of the 4 guns for this one, alright? So the first thing we're going to do is right on this, you know, circle that we've got, we're going to have a stone block on each of the corners, just on the inside parts of it. Actually, that's incorrect. On the ones that are closest to the front, they aren't going to be blocks. It's just going to be these 2, in fact. And the reason being, I've just forgot that there was quite a lot of stairs in here. So we've got a stair on the side here, stair on the side here, stair on the side here. At the back, we're going to have an upside down stair and an upside down stair like that. So we get that kind of shape going on right there. Then what we're going to do at the front of this is we're going to have a stair on the side here, stair on the side here. On the inside, we're going to have an upside down stair and an upside down stair right here like that. Then with a stone block, we're going to have a block on the back of these like that. Grab yourself a stone slab. That's going to be 3 stone slabs going across the back of that part of it, with 1 in the middle to just give you this gap right at the front there like that. With your iron trapdoor, put an iron trapdoor on this bit and also on this bit right here. Then with your polished andesite slab, we're going to go 1. So we're going to have a slab right in the middle of that bit. And we're just going to be going up with slabs. Okay, so we get 2, and then we're going to have 4 in total. So 1, 2, 3, and 4 like that. That is going to be your gun design. And then the only other thing we need to do is dark oak fence gate right on the back here and punch it through, and that will give you the actual gun that can then be turned by a series of wheels and stuff. So there we go, that is the gun design for that bit. Right, so now what we're going to do is go onto your light grey concrete. We're going to leave a block gap, so a block of the cyan stained clay, and we're going to go back with 12 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. Whoops. Let me just double count that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's going to be 3 blocks wide, and we're just going to drag this over like this. We're also going to build it up to 3 blocks high, okay? So 3 blocks high. Now you could, of course, put a door into this thing. I don't think I did on mine, actually, but I probably would have put one right there. Yeah, I probably would have done that. So if you guys do want a way into the interior of the ship, this would make a lot of sense, wouldn't it? It's a really good area for it. So there we go, get that all filled in like that. Now what we're going to do at the back is we are going to have 3 stone slabs going across the back, 1, 2 and 3. Just in front of this we're going to leave a block, and then we're going to have a double light grey concrete thing here. These are just little boxes of some kind that are just on the side of the whole thing. Then what we're going to do is with our stone slab we're going to leave a block. Then we're going to have slabs going all the way to the front, right to this point here. So do the same on the other side. So just leave a block here. Let's just leave 1. And then what we're going to do at the front is we're going to have a layer of slabs. Whoops, layer of slabs like that. Then we're going to come forwards and up with 5 going across. Then we're going to do the same again, but this time just the middle 3 slabs. So you get this kind of slant going on like that. Grab yourself your cyan terracotta now, and we're going to fill this all up. There we go, get that into there. And the other thing we can do is grab yourself a light grey concrete piece, alright? We're going to leave 2 of these slabs, go to the next one, we're going to have 2 blocks. Then we're going to go 1 diagonal. So 1 there, 2 blocks there, and build this up to 2 high, okay? Pretty sure it's 2 high, might even be 3 high. Nah, that is definitely 2 high. There we go. Trying to do it by eye, guys. But there we go. We get 2 there, and then some there. Then what we're going to do is just 1 block back from this, right to here. We're going to have 2 blocks. Then you're going to put an anvil on top of that. It's going to be a sideways anvil like that. So that's what we get there. Let's build the next gun. Let's get that in place, all right? So this one is going to be in this 3x3, okay? So you're going to leave a block gap from there so you can get around the, well, not really around the thing, but you can get into the thing, okay? So if we start from here, we're going to have those upside down stone stairs. On the inside, we're going to have a stone stair there, there, and there. So you've only got those 2 blocks on the sides like that. Then what we're going to do at the back is we're going to have a stone block on each of those upside down stairs. At the front, we're going to have a normal stone stair here, normal stone stair there. On the inside, upside down stairs. Just adds a tiny bit more space in this thing. Then over the top, we're going to have 3 stone slabs, 1, 2, and 3. And also in the middle, we're going to have 1 just coming forwards. Put your 2 iron trapdoors on the top now. And then with your polished andesite, we're going to do the same thing again when we get 4 of those. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Just going to knock these back to there. There we go. That's what you get. With your dark oak fence gate, punch that through like that there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to grab a ladder. So I'll grab that. And we're going to put the ladder up the side of this one. So 1, 2, 3. Do the same on the other side as well. 1, 2, 3 like that. Get it all up. Grab yourself some iron trapdoors now. Iron bars. 3 iron bars across the back. 2 on the side here. 2 on the side there like that. And then at the front, what we're going to do is just bring these all the way around and then just have it curl in, but don't go all the way. You don't need to, all right? So there we go. Get that into there like that. Now with the rail, we're going to go back to the rail now. We're going to drag this to be in line with where we've got these blocks. Okay, that's going to be a finishing point, is these 2 blocks right here. Pretty sure that's right. Yeah, it is. Cool. Thought it was. Right, there we go. So bring that in line with that there. There we go. Looking pretty good. So what we're going to do now is we are going to grab ourselves an andesite wool and also some iron bars, okay? So we're going to do the main, the kind of like mast that we've got at the back. That's the main mast over there. So the backmost mast, okay? So with our andesite wool, we're going to go up with 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. We're then going to go forwards, okay? So join onto that one there. This is going to be 3 in total. So 1, 2, and 3. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add 3 to each side of that. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3, like that. So we go out quite wide with this one. Then going back to the middle again, we're going to go up with 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now we're going to go out with just 2. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. And then just add 1 onto the top of that there, like that. So that's what you're going to get. All right, so it just goes forward slightly. You can see it there, and goes to there. Now grab yourself some iron bars. I'm going to put an iron bar on the top and bottom of the edgemost bits. All right, so top and the bottom piece. These, and also right on the top of this whole thing. So there, and also there, like that. There we go, that's looking pretty good. So the last bit for this kind of backmost section is going to be to put in a nice little gun. So you're going to need a polished deep slate wool, an anvil, a polished deep slate slab, and also a lightning rod for this gun emplacement. I quite like the look of this one. So it's going to be in line with the rail. And where we've got this little gap between these ones, that's where it's going to be in. And we're going to put just a deep slate wool down, that polished deep slate wool. We're going to put an anvil on top at the back of this one. Now you can have it pointing, forwards or pointing backwards or pointing to the side, whatever you guys want. For me, I had mine pointing forwards. We're going to have the slab right on the back of that one there on the upper piece. And then we're going to have 2 lightning rods. Now what you're going to have to do is place them both down, then knock this one out and then place it again to get the thicker part next to this one and then the thicker part on the end of it as well, like that. So we'll do the same on the other side, exact same thing. Whack down the anvil there, put your slab on it, and then put your lightning rods in place on either of those sides. Just like that. But there we go, guys. That is it for the back section. And now we're going to get on to one of the middle kind of sections. We're just going to do the torpedo tube part of this, which I think is quite cool as well. So there's quite a lot of cool little bits in this build in general. So first thing we're going to do is 1 block gap from where we've got the guns and things. We're going to have the rail again. That rail is going to go all the way to the front, okay? So drag it all the way to the front. Nice and easy one. There we go, get it right to there, and it will just hit kind of into that area there. I expect this would allow munitions to be brought from inside the ship, inside that bit, but I don't really know. Honestly, I have no idea. So if you guys find out, do let me know. It'd be quite interesting to know in the comment section below. Grab yourself some cobblestone stairs, a polished andesite slab, stair, and also a block. And we're also going to need an iron trapdoor as well, now that we're done with the rail. So what we're going to do from here is we're going to have 4 blocks, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Go to the 5th with your cobblestone stair. So there you go, 4 block gap. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, wrap this around, okay? And this is just going to make a 3x3 kind of area like that. If you guys want to, you can then cut your block out there, so you know when you do the interior, this is where the whatever this thing is doing, the swivel part of it is going to be. So you could do that if you wanted to. What we're then going to do on top of this is right at the back, we are going to end up having, well, you're going to have for quite a lot of this, 3 blocks going across. We're going to have 3 at the back, like that. We're then going to have 2 going forwards, like this. Then we're going to have 3 upside down stairs, and then 2 slabs, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, like that. Then just on the outside parts of it, we're going to have 3 slabs here, 3 slabs here, and then in the middle of this, we're going to have 3 iron trapdoors. And it's just to make it look different, because these are 3 separate tubes, all right? And it looks a little bit blocky if you just have the whole thing going across, so that's why I decided to go with that instead, all right? But of course, you guys can change it if you want to. So leave a block from here. Go to the next one. We're going to have 2 slabs, and that's actually going to be a stone slab. There we go. And in between that, we're going to have glass, okay? So 2 slabs and a piece of glass. And we can then knock that out. You can also knock those out if you wanted to as well. So there we go, get that. That's a nice little area there. I'm guessing this is either to just let light in, or this is where people control these things from. I'm not totally sure. Again, no idea. What we're going to do next now is we are going to grab some light grey concrete. There we go. And we're going to build up 3 high, and it's going to be 3 wide. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So it just goes over that whole part of it there like that. And then we can get the polished andesite again. What we're going to do from here is we're going to have a slab on the side here and a slab coming forwards from that one like that. Then we're going to place an andesite wall on top. Now we'll get onto the actual light in a second. We'll get this rest of this stuff done first. We're going to place another bit here where we've got 2 pieces of glass and those stone slabs, same deal really. And then with the cobblestone stair, this is going to be right up next to this one, okay? So I'm going to have 3 going across, 3, and another 3 like that, so it all wraps around, and you get that little gap between this part and that part. Now what we're going to do again is we're going to have those 3 polished andesite blocks there, and we're going to have 3 going across there, so it just goes over the first glass piece. Add 2 to the front, 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2, and feel free to do these sideways, by the way, guys. I did make them so that they can actually fully swivel from what I remember, or you might be able to get to it. I can't quite remember, if I'm honest. Now, I'm pretty sure I did, but I was fretting about it. But anyway, you're going to have 3 upside down stairs here, and then 2 slabs, all right? 2 slabs there, 2 slabs there, like that. And then what we're going to do is, with stone slabs now, we're going to have 3 of them right here. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and that's also actually going to be 5 wide, okay? So we're going to have those there. Now feel free on the inside part of this to, of course, knock this all out if you wanted to. It gives you a little bit more headroom. Even if you just put in some lights or something in there, it will look a little bit better. Right, so around the andesite wall, we're going to have some iron trapdoors like that. Oh, I forgot about the top of the second torpedoes. So 3 slabs on here, 3 slabs on there. Then put on your 3 iron trapdoors like that. Okay, there we go. Good. So what we're going to do now, guys, is we're going to grab a sea lantern and also a spruce trapdoor. So again, I had mine pointing forwards. Feel free to turn it. But we've got a little lamp there like that. And I just put it around it so that it looks like an actual searchlight. So it's only pointing forwards or in one direction. You can have it sideways or whatever, really, whatever you guys really want to do. That'll look pretty good. But there we go, guys. That's it for the torpedo section. So we'll now get on to the this little bit here, which will be the smokestacks. So on to the smokestacks now, guys. We are going to need some light grey concrete first. We're going to do the base of this part because it's actually quite complicated and these ships kind of get in the way. So we're going to do it bit by bit. So first thing first, what we're going to do is find the middle of the ship, and we're going to be just 2 over. So where we've got the ladder, that's where we're going to go. We're going to have 2 blocks going forwards here, and then 1 in. So 2 blocks here, 1 in like that. Leave a whole channel in this bit here, all right, a whole gap. We're going to do the same thing, just in mirror, okay? So we get a mirror there like that. So you get this little area into there. This one right here is going to actually be 4 long. So you go 1, 2, 3, and 4 like that. 4 like that. Be in with 2 blocks, 1 and 2. Then we're going to go out again and we're going to have 3 blocks, 1, 2, and 3. And then we're going to be straight across. Do the same on the other side. So that's the kind of shape that you end up getting. Now for me, I had a door in here and also a door going into this little bit. All right, so you can do those there. And you can, in fact, when you get onto the interior, you'll be able to cut through this here because, as you'll see, we've got slabs on the top. So that will then all make sense once you get onto that bit. Now build this up to 2 high. I'm actually going to put that wall back in. We can take that out later. But build this all up to 2 high, because that's going to be the base kind of height of this thing. Like that there. And like I said, guys, if you want to put some doors in, we're going to do it. Because we can. So we're going to put a door in there, and a door in there. And then that will all like work quite nicely. But like I showed you earlier, with the with the ship, that kind of gets in the way. Now, so these are the little life raft kind of ships. But there we go. Now, what you can do is you can then cut out this bit here, and in fact, we've got a little bit more to do. I just realised. So the first thing is right in the middle of this, we're going to have 2 blocks going up. Then we're going to go out, and we're actually going to have 3 blocks going across here. There we go. You get this little shape like this going on. This is actually the base of the first stack. Okay, so that's going to be the base of the first stack. So then build that around to there like that. And then what we're going to need to do is grab your stone slab and then fill in the gaps around this. That's why I took the floor out. Just in case you guys want to then go underneath, you get a nice, much bigger area around here now. Similar to like these. Apparently that one I put in one as well, didn't I? Yep, so that was always funny. Right, so let's fly back up. out to this point now. So onto the smokestacks now. Grab yourself some light grey concrete to get yourself started. We'll need a load of other blocks as we go through, but that'll get us started with the kind of base of this one. Right from the back here, where we've got this kind of area here, we're going to be on the one that's closest to the torpedo tube, and we're going to go up with 7 blocks. So we've already got 2 of them, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, like that. On the front, you're going to have 2 blocks. In the middle, this is going to go down with 3 blocks. Then we get 2 blocks on that side, and again, there's 7 right here, like that. Okay, so you end up with that kind of a thing going on there. What we're then going to do on this back bit is go 1, 2, and then 3. So we get 3 blocks there. Then this backmost one, we're going to have 4 blocks, so we just go 1 past it, like that. I know it looks a little bit weird at the minute, but it'll make sense in a second. Then coming inwards, right here, we can actually fill this block in. This is just going to go right to the same height there, so we get 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks going up like that. That's going to be the shape that we've got there. We can now also fill in some blocks in there as well, so we can get rid of those. Now what you'll notice is you can't actually get all the way down into this thing, unfortunately, but you know, that's absolutely fine. So there we go, that's what we get for that one. What we're going to do for the next one is going to be right here where we get these 2s. Now we're going to put the stairs and stuff on in one big go, okay? But right here where we've got this 2, we're going to be on the frontmost one. We're going to go up with 7 again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Add 2 to the front, 3 to the middle. Whoops, middle there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like that. Oh, and then 2. Did I do the same on there? Yeah, I did. Cool. Right at the back now, we're going to go 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3, and then right in the middle of this, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Join on the back and have that go to the top. And then we can fill this gap in as well. Just go to this level here because this is all going to have slabs on the top of this area here like that, okay? So that's what we're going to go for there. Then the next one, okay, the next one is actually going to be right in this block here, okay? So it's going to be over this gap. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, add 2. In the middle's got 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, and go back. It's not right, there we go, go back to there. Bring this all the way down to that point there. Then we're going to have 3, 1, 2, 3, then 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. In the middle, just have those going all the way up to that point there, and then fill in your gap right to that point. Okay, there we go. So you get these kind of angled smokestacks. They're all the same kind of shape, but at least you get that. All right, now let's make them look good. All right, so what we're going to need is a stone stair for this. Now you can knock out the block there and then put in a stair there, like that. On the back of these ones, they're just normal stairs, so you can't knock out any blocks. That's what we get there to smooth it out, okay? So you can knock that one out, put in the stairs here. Doesn't really add anything to knock that one out, I just always do it to maximize space in case somehow, magically, it's going to matter. But we do the same on all of these, alright? So hopefully that makes it a little bit easier for you guys as well, doing it in batch. Grab your polished deep slate slab, and we're going to have 3 of those at the front. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then with your blocks, just have those all on this back bit, okay? Like that there. There we go, look at that. Then what we're going to do is on the back of this one, we're going to have a ladder going up, and that goes all the way up to the top part, actually. Don't do it on that one. So all the way there, get this down. Imagine slabs on this level so you can't do any more. And the same on this one as well. We have ladders going up to the top of those ones. We can get rid of those, that's good. Right, so what else do we need? Well, we need to, of course, have a campfire. Now, for my one, I ended up putting in some, what's it called, hay bales underneath that to make it even better. But what we're effectively going to do is we're going to have our campfire somewhere on like this level. So we go down one, have your campfire, and then have your nether brick there. I might actually, yep, need to bring it up by 1. It's going to happen, wasn't it? So there we go, campfire there, then your nether brick. So as long as you've got no blocks gap, it will go through. That's the main thing. So there, campfire, nether brick, nether brick fence. There we go. I do love that we can now get proper smoke particles in Minecraft. It adds a lot to the whole thing. Okie dokie, right, cool. So now we've got that gone. and get rid of those. So what we're going to need from this point now is going to be stone slab. We're going to need an andesite block, andesite stair, a mangrove trapdoor, a andesite wall, and a lightning rod. Okay, that's what we're going to need. So we're going to grab yourself a lightning rod. All right. So what we're going to do first is we'll start on the frontmost part of this. So we're going to have right in the middle of this 2 blocks of andesite coming up. Then we're going to have an andesite stair pointing to the middle stack. And we're then going to have a mangrove trapdoor on here. So it's another one of the kind of ways that they can get smoke out of the ship, really. So there we go. Put slabs on top of this now. So we now can get this nice little area inside there. But there we go. That's that little bit there done. What we're going to do on the next section is we're going to be 1 block into this, so not quite over the doorway. And right there, we're going to have an andesite block. That is then going to have 2 andesite walls on top. And then we're going to have a lightning rod. Now, I had my lightning rod going this way round to make it look more interesting like that, okay? Then what we're going to do is over this gap. Now, I don't actually have any idea how this works. Now that I'm looking at it, this is like completely positioned wrong. But alright, we're going to have an andesite block right here. Then we get an andesite stair. And again, we put a mangrove trapdoor. Now I only did that one 1 high. You could do it 2 high if you wanted to. But now that I'm looking at it, I'm thinking like, so what? Smoke's just going to be coming up through these doors. Who knows? Whatever. But there we go. Then with your stone slab, we're going to go over this gap now. Alright, so get them over the gap. And have these going around across this whole thing. Right to here. Now from this point, from this wall that we've got here, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. And what we can then do is knock this all out. Okay. There we go. Look at that. Nice, massive amount of space that we're now going to get. So that's what I was saying earlier, guys, that when you get onto this bit, is that the middle? That's the middle. There we go. Now, if you had a, oh yeah, don't even need a door, but then you can get into the kind of ship here and get down. So that's the kind of route that I've ended up going with, although there would have actually been, I think there's supposed to be a gap underneath this whole thing. It just didn't fit. So there we go. That's what's going on there. Right, so we're nearly done now. So we're going to bring those slabs over. And in fact, yeah, they go over a little bit more than I've done on this side. So there we go. I can knock out more blocks. There we go. Get your slabs in there like that. But guys, that has finished up the smokestacks, so we'll just put in the boats now. So onto the boats now. What we're going to do is we're going to need some spruce stairs slab, dark oak slab, and also a spruce trapdoor for the wooden one of these. So first things first, we're going to have an upside down stair 1 block away from the ladder kind of block, all right? That's where we're going to have that in there. Then on the sides, we're going to have, actually that's not right, we're going to have a stair going this way, and we're then going to have 4 normal ones behind it. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, like that. Now, if you guys want to be able to get into the ship and it be functional, then rather than doing this, I'll show you the variation in a second. If you have a stair there, it gets in the way. So we'll get this done, and then I'll show you the variation. It's not that much different, really. There you go, get that in there. Down underneath the bottom now, we're also going to have some slabs in there. So bring in some slabs across there and build it up on the back there like that. With this little gap, placing a slab block in there. Dark oak slabs now have just 2 on the sides and 1 on the front. Then with your spruce trapdoor, we're going to have spruce trapdoors just going back here, just 3 of them on the back there like that. All right. So yeah, if you want to get into there, you can't through this little gap, even though you crouch. So just switch this out for a slab, and then you can do everything. So there we go. Get to there. Now you can go underneath there to get to that point. You still can't get in underneath this though, so that does kind of get in the way. But let's do the same on the other side now. We're going to do the slab variant of this one. So we're going to have a stair right here. So it's just in the middle of these 3 blocks. We are then going to have a slab now with 4 blocks behind. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's actually stairs, not blocks. Sorry, guys. So slab there. 4 stairs. 1, 2, 3, and 4 at the back. Build actually in the middle first. Build up a slab. There we go. Get a slab there. 2, 3, 4, 5. Build up a block on the back. Add a slab in there. Dark oak slabs. 2 of them on the sides. Have your 3 spruce trapdoors coming back there like that. Okay, there we go. That's the wooden one. For the next one, what I ended up doing is having a red hole, and I had some grey on the top. This one looks pretty ugly, but you know, you could just have another one of these ones. But you know, I went with something a little bit different. Why not? So yeah, I always seem to come up with weird designs for these, but that's fine. So for that, I used a mangrove slab, stair, polished andesite slab, stair, and also an iron trapdoor. So one extra block than the wooden one. What we're going to have first is we're going to have a mangrove slab, just a one gap block from this other boat. Then what we're going to do is the same kind of thing. We're going to have a stair here, and then we're going to have 4 behind it. 1, 2, 3, 4. So same again here. We have that, what was it, stair that way. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Like that. Yet again, we're going to build some slabs up here underneath. Yep, build a whole block. Actually, in fact, the block with my one I did with polished andesite, so we'll do that. We're putting another mangrove one there. At the back, yep, polished andesite block. Have polished andesite slabs going across the back. Then one slab at the front. I had some wraparound stairs here, like this, and then in between we had some iron trapdoors. Now you could also put like a canopy kind of roof thing on the top of this if you think that makes it look better. To be fair, actually, it does make it look a little bit better. So there we go, get that little thing going. So that'll do. Right, let's go on to the other one, right? So let's get this done. We're going to have that slab, so block gap, then a slab. Then we're going to have a stair on the side here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then right on this side over here, slab, stair even. 1, 2, 3, 3, and 4. Get your slabs underneath this thing. Like that. So actually, in fact, I went forwards with 1 too many. Get rid of that one. Put a slab there. Polished andesite block on the back. 3 slabs across the back there. 1 slab at the front. Stair this way. Wrap it around. Stair that way. Wrap it around. 2 iron trapdoors. 2 iron trapdoors there. And then I had iron trapdoors over the top, which looks better than that one, I think. Makes it look a little bit more, I don't know, something. Gives it something, doesn't it? You can still sit into that bit, so that's fine. It's the main thing, right? But there we go, guys. Those are the 2 boats onto that. So we've now only got this nice front section to finish up, which has the main tower, bridge, guns, and the anchor system. So now moving on to the front of the ship, we're going to do the main mast, the main antenna first. So grab yourself an andesite wall, composter, stone slab, iron bars, and also stone stairs. Don't know why there's a gap in between those 2. Who knows? So right where we've got the corner of these iron bars, we're going to go up with 4 of your andesite wool. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then we're going to come forwards with 1, and we're going to go to the middle of the ship with 1 as well. Make this a 4, so 1, 2, 3, and 4. Do the same again, forwards and then in. This time it's going to be a 5, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then we're going to do the same thing again, forwards and in, and this time this one is going to be a 5 as well, actually. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And just in case you guys aren't getting it, I'm including that one in my count. Okay, so you get 4 there, 4 going up, 5 going up here, 5 going up there, like that, okay? Then we're going to join another one on the front and go to the middle here, like that. And then this one right here is going to be 6 in total. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, like that. Now we're going to go down 3 on this. 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to add 3 to the side. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And with your iron bars, put 1 on the top, 1 underneath. 1 underneath, 1 on top, and 1 on the whole top of that whole thing there, like that. Let's do the other side now. So first one is a 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Come forwards, go in. Counting that one, it's going to be another 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Forwards, in. Counting that one, it's a 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. Forwards, in. Counting that one as a 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. Forwards, and then we've already got the in, which goes up to that point there. Like that, so that all looks pretty good. Now what we're going to do is we're going to have a stone slab right at that kind of joining point there, and we're going to put a composter on. So there's like a little, what looks like a little crow's nest on this, so that they've got like a lookout, I guess, up all the way up here, which would be crazy, but makes a lot of sense really when you think about it. look that little bit much further over the horizon. So crazy as it is. Right, so the next bit, what we are going to do is we are going to be from the middle. We're going to leave a 1 block gap, and we're going to go to here, and we're going to go 3 up. So 1, 2, and 3. Then we're going to have a stone stair, and it's going to be upside down on top of this, all right? Upside down stone stair like that. Then we're going to have 2 andesite walls on top like that. Then we're going to connect 1 on the back, and this is going to be 7 high, okay? So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So it goes all the way up to there. Then what we're going to do is we're going to connect in, okay? And then this is going to be straight up, okay? So it goes straight up into those ones there like that. The other thing that we do is we connect 1 on the side here, so it connects into those other 2. So this becomes like a real joining point for the whole thing. So that gets into there like that. Now we're also going to do another brace to this point, okay? So where we've got the second kind of jointy bit, we're going to go out, in, out, in, like that, okay? So it ends up kind of joining across there and going to that point there like that. Do the same on the other side, so out, oops, in, out, and then you get that in there like that. But that, guys, is it for the main antenna, so let's keep on moving forwards. Okay, so on to the bridge section now. Grab yourself your light grey concrete, and where we've got this circular part here, we're going to have 3 blocks across the back of this bit, and then we're going to have 13 blocks going back, so we're just going to go diagonal from there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13, and that should bring you just 1 behind that pole that we made. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 3 across there. Build this up to be 3 high. Some of this will be a little bit higher than this, but this will get us started at least. So build that up. There we go. Get that across there. 1 more block on top. Like that there. There we go. Then what we are going to do is first, right on the side here, we are going to have 4 slabs going back. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, like that. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that's in stone slabs. I forgot to say, sorry guys. We're then going to go forwards, then in, and then we're going to go forwards and have 5 across, okay? So you get that there. Then, just like we did at the back, we're going to have 1 up, 5 across, and then in the middle, we're going to have 3 going across, all right? So we get that guard on the front of this thing here like that. Now what we can do is we can grab our grey concrete and we can go 1, 2, 3 with this. This is where the other gun's going to be. We're actually going to build those in a second. And we can then grab some cyan terracotta, and we can actually do 3 layers going back from what I remember. We're going to see in a second if I remember it correctly. But from here, with our light grey concrete, we're going to have 2 on the side here. So 2 there. Then 1 block here, 1 block here, and that's going to have a stone stair on it, just on the side there like that. Alright. And now the rest of this can be 4 high. So go all the way around here like this. Like that, and that's why we get that stair in there like that, okay? So that's what goes on with that bit. Right, behind this, we're going to have 2 high wall with 3 blocks. So we go 1, 2, 3 like that. That's going to be 2 high, just like that there. And we can then grab ourselves some glass, wherever it is. There it is. It's nice glass. I'm going to put in 3 blocks of glass here. 1, 2, and 3. And then go diagonal from this. So we're just going to have 1 piece of glass. And 1 piece of glass there. And that means we can get rid of that glass block, which is always good. From this now, underneath here, we're going to have 2 light grey concrete pieces coming out. Diagonal and going back with 1. And then we're going to have 5 blocks going back. 2, 3, 4, and 5. And that should go 1 block past this here. If you've done that, that's correct. All right. So 2 blocks out, 1 diagonal. Then we get 5, 2, 3, 4, and 5, which goes 1 past, just like that. Okay. That's all looking good. Then what we're going to do is we're going to have a total of 4 blocks right behind this glass piece here. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4, like that. Just over the kind of 1 piece of glass by itself, we're just going to have 2 blocks on top. 2 blocks on top there. We're then going to come forwards with 1 block here. Forwards with 1 block there. And then we're going to have 3 going across the front, and this will be just forwards of it. So you can see this kind of little difference there. And to finally finish it up, we're going to have 3 blocks of concrete on top of the glass, there like that. Then with our stone slabs, we're going to have 3 stone slabs just on the front piece, like that there. On this top piece now, we are going to have 3 pieces of stone slab, 3 on this side, and 3 on this side here, like that. And what we can now start to do, it gets really complicated, is just fill in this floor here, alright? So this is all going to be filled in just on that level. And we are also going to have, I think it's just 2 here. I'm going to have a look in a second to see how far back that bit goes. I know there's another little box at the back there, but that'll go like that for the time being. Right, let's put in these 2 guns, because I know how to do that, or remember how to do that, in fact. So we're going to grab a stone block. We've also got the stone slab, stone stairs, the polished andesite slab, an iron trapdoor, and also that dark oak fence gate. It's the same as the other guns. So what we're going to do is, right at the front here, we're going to have 2 stone blocks. Stone stair there, stone stair there, stone stair there. Upside down stone stair there. On this side bit, we're going to have a stone upside down stone stair on that bit. And one there. At the front, a normal stone stair, normal stone stair. Right at the back, we're going to have a stone block. Right above this, we're going to have 3 slabs going across, like that. And then we're going to have a slab over the front part of it. Just realised how cramped this is, but it really is what I ended up doing. Then we're going to have an iron trapdoor there, and then we're going to have 4 of the polished andesite slabs working their way up. So there we go, get those 4 in there from that point, go around the back, go in, and punch in your dark oak fence gate. Then we're going to do the same thing over here now, okay? So block there, stair, 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 upside down stair like that. Block there, upside down stair, normal stair, 3 slabs across the top, 1 in the middle, iron trapdoors either side of that. Did we do that? We did. And then we get those 4 slabs. So you'll get used to doing these kind of guns, and you'll just be whipping through them in no time. There we go, that's what you get. And there, oops, not down there, up there, punch that through like that. Grab yourself your iron bars now, and we're going to have iron bars connecting across here. This is going to work its way around to here, and then just kind of bend in on that bit there. So get these on here, and bend in there, like that. A bit that I've just remembered, I actually put a W on mine. Weirdly, on this one, I've got a W and a G, so who knows what that's about. But what we're going to do is we're going to have that in line with the anvils. And yeah, there is a really cool site that shows you how to build all the letters in the alphabet, which is pretty cool. So I've got W for Witcher, so that will then do quite nicely, I think. Right, so going on to the bits that I can see and I know. We're going to have a normal slab here, and then we're going to have a slab under here and a slab under here like that. And then these slabs are going to be under here. Don't put any on this one here, but bring these back and actually pull it back by 1 slab in total. So right on here, lower slab there. Then we get slabs underneath this bit. Then bring this back here, okay? And bring it all the way to that point there like that. And then what we're going to need to do, I'm just going to clear my inventory a little bit. We're going to grab a dark oak fence gate, and also a ladder. And I'm also going to count this very cheekily, 1, 2, 3, and get those there like that. Okay, we'll get the door. Let's grab the door. Okay, so we'll do this bit before I forget. So we've got 3 blocks behind this, 1, 2, and 3. And that's going to go just around, and that builds its way up. It's just 1 less than what we've got up here. Okay, like that. Then what I had is a upside down stair right here in the middle, and then a slab like that. Then dark oak fence gate going down, and I ended up putting in a oak door on this one. Doesn't have to be oak door, you can use whatever you want. Iron door would obviously look the best, but then you're going to need buttons or pressure plates. So as long as you guys are happy with that, that's absolutely fine. But yeah, it's whatever you guys want. Right on the side now, what we're going to do is we're going to have dark oak fences coming down like this. And we're just going to skip every other one, so we get those 3 like that. And then with our dark oak fence gates, we're going to have those there, and also there as well like that. So that's what we end up getting. And the same on the other side, so we get the dark oak fences coming down like that. Fence gates. And we get the fence gates going across like that there. Let's grab a couple of extra bits. So we've got a warped button on one side and we got a mangrove button on the other. So I'm guessing these are some sort of lights, but yeah, I'm going to get a mangrove button on the left hand side and we're going to have a warped button on the right hand side. So there we go. Look at that. How cool is that? We can now put in a couple bits of terracotta there. And of course we need to do the same thing over on this side as well. We get that slab there, a stair there, and we get some dark oak fence pieces working their way up onto that bit. And then finally, guys, what we're going to do, right at the back here, we're going to have 3 light grey concrete pieces. We're going to have an upside down stone stair on the back that then goes to a slab. And then on each of these, we're just going to have a slab going out like that. And just like we did the searchlight before, we're going to have an andesite wall in the middle, sea lantern on top, and iron bars around it, and include these going into connecting to the main mast piece there. And then just like before, using those spruce trapdoors in order to make it look more like a directional light. And in this case, going forwards, which would kind of make sense as a nice big searchlight at the top. Then what we're going to do is right inside of this one, right in the middle of this kind of 3x3 square, we're going to have 2 andesite walls going up. Then switch over to your polished andesite slab. We're going to have 3 of those in total on top of that, so that just goes across to that bit. Then with your iron bars, we're then going to have iron bars just going over all of this bit. It does look a little bit messy, but it'll do getting to that point there like that. Now I think we've put the ladders on, didn't we? Nope, we forgot about the ladders. All right, let's get those ladders on. I was thinking there's something we missed, and I ended up putting them on here on the sides like that. So there we go, that's what you could get. Now if you guys do want to make obviously this a little bit more safe, feel free to use your spruce trapdoors or some other sort of trapdoors around like this, you know, just to make it look a little bit more, look a bit safe, less like a death trap. That's absolutely fine if that's something you guys want to do. It's not something that I've got in mind, but that's absolutely fine. But guys, that's it for the tutorial. So we're actually completely done with this build, with this tutorial. So I'm really hoping you guys have enjoyed. If you have, make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. If you really enjoy my content, make sure to support me on Patreon. Without my Patreon supporters, I would not be here making content for you guys. So I really do appreciate it. But thank you very much for watching. I will see you on the next one.